What's going on, folks? This is Aaron the Hammer Haynes, and I'm back again with another bike check video. I know this is the third bike check video of my 2019-2020 SoCal Flyer, the green one. But I swapped some parts for the correct parts, and I'm going to explain it to you all in excruciating detail, um, as best as I can, to the best of my ability. And without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with the wheels and the tires, these are Maxxis Holy Roller 24 by 1.85, I believe. The perfect tire, all-around tire for asphalt, pavement, dirt trails, or even on the dirt jumps. And I do a little bit of both, and but mostly BMX cruising on the roads. So, great versatile tire, no doubt about that. Then we have the Ride Out Supply spoke covers in green. Buy 2 packs to cover both wheels. These are highly reflective and they go great with the green bike. Then we have the all-in-one USB wheel lights from Light Me Up San Diego, aka Light Me Up Safety Lights. Shout out to them. So if you want some wheel lights to for your ride outs, I suggest hitting them up. Very nice bright wheel lights. We have green valve stem caps, TNT axle nuts in orange, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, hidden under the pegs. The brake system is a box 2 mid-reach brake lever here with the white cover, white grip. The original one that I replaced on here was a box 2 short reach brake lever, which was all right. I really didn't know much about brake levers, which one was better or worse, or too long, too short. So the mid-reach is a perfect brake lever for a nice happy medium. The short reach was a little too short, and if it's a long reach, maybe it's a little too long. So I went with the mid-reach, and no problems whatsoever. Feels great. The brake cable, I wanted to redo as well, just because I saw this online. It's Odyssey linear SLC brake cable. This is a white one that glows in the dark, which I didn't know they make glow in the dark cables. So for the night ride outs, it'll glow in the dark, and it has the inner Teflon for smooth brake action, and it runs all the way through the back here. And on the back we have the brake system here, which is a box 3 V brake system. This is the 108 millimeter. I put on the wrong V brakes. They were the 88 or 80 millimeter one, the shorter one for 20-inch BMX bikes. This is the longer one for the 24-inch, the 26-inch, the 27, and so forth. So there's more of a gap here. And since the original V brakes that I had here, the shorter box with the incorrect one was way shorter, I had to put the wheel back a little bit farther, which was not correct in my opinion. So 108 V brakes from box 3. I replaced the brake pads just right now. These are Kool Stop Vans brake shoes. So they're designed and shaped to look like Vans shoes, and they're nice and orange, so they go with the color scheme of the bike here. Moving on to the speaking of the wheel, since I moved the wheel, since the wheel was a little bit back more, I moved it closer to the bike, so there's a little bit of a gap here, which means I had to shorten the chain. So this is a KMC orange chain. I cut cut off one link to make it shorter, and I reconnected it, which is another thing I learned about shortening chains, cutting chains, and giving it enough slack. So when you have to replace the tire, you can remove the chain easily from the sprocket and the freewheel, and then you can change the tire. So with that, the sprocket here is a Profile Racing Imperial sprocket, I believe 37 tooth. Coupled with that, this is the Rideout Supply Signature freewheel. It's the loudest freewheel, one of the loudest freewheel. And there's some debate which one is louder, the Originate or the White Industries. Let me know which one is louder. But this Rideout Supply freewheel is pretty loud, so there's quite a bit of drag when it's that loud. But it's a very fun bike to ride nonetheless. With that, I replaced the rear axle to a longer 180 millimeter axle. So it's one of the longer axles, so I can put the chain tensioners, the pegs, and the axle nuts with the washers, and they fit perfectly and nice. So if you want to put chain tensioners as well as the pegs, you're going to have to replace the axle to a longer axle. So the chain tensioners on here are TNT chain tensioners from TNT Bicycles. And chain tensioners are perfect for when you want to dial in the right tension on your chain. Here, it's not too tight, not too loose, and it'll stay like that no matter what, because I have the chain tensioners. And it will also keep your wheel aligned here as well. So that's really great to have. SE Bikes blue pegs right here. Like I said, TNT axle nuts inside there, orange. I replaced the cranks here. These are Black Ops Stealth Black 3-piece cranks. MOD large platform pedals. I was on eBay looking for some light blue platform pedals, and these are the ones that came up. Never heard of the brand before, but I bought them, and they've held up pretty well, so very impressed, for a no name, not so popular, never heard of brand. But whoever makes these MOD large platform pedals, shout out to you. Let me know in the comments if you know. Moving on, we have the Rideout Supply Signature Seat Clamp. This is the quick release seat clamp, so it's perfect for when you want to adjust the height of your seat, whether it's up or down, no problem. I like it here at fist height, so when you grab a fist, wrap it around, that's how high I like it. We have the Rideout Supply Signature seat with the reflective backing here. A little bit of orange highlights to go great with the little orange on the bike here. I like my seat parallel to this part of the frame. I know a lot of bike life people like it tilted downwards for wheelies. I really don't do much wheelies. I do like a lot of cruising, and that's just me. So Rideout Supply Signature seat. They might have ran out of this orange color, but then again, like I said, I'm going to throw the links in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description below. If you're watching this on Instagram, head over to my bio on Instagram, click on the link. It'll take you to my YouTube page, and click on the video, and in the description, it'll show you, it'll list each and every part that I replaced on this bike, along with the link and where I got them and the price. So back to the handlebars. We have the Black Ops Roughneck stem, I believe, in blue. Just a pretty much standard stem. Kind of like the SE one, kind of like the Night Bike Co. stems. Nothing too fancy. I just like the blue. Black Ops makes some good replacement parts as well. We have the Jbl Charge Essential. I thought this was a Jbl Charge 4, but it turns out it's the Jbl Charge Essential, the budget version of the Jbl Charge. It's medium loud, so if you want something louder, I mean, I have the Bump Box Ultra, but if you want something to attach to your handlebars, go with the Jbl Charge 4, or if you want something a little bit louder, go with the JBL Extreme. All original pads on this bike. SE Bikes Life pads. We have the ODI Longneck ST handle grips here. Handlebar grips. It's the long neck because it's longer than most handlebar grips compared to like an ODI mushroom grip, which is a lot shorter. It's got the end plugs, ODI end plugs, ODI grip donuts, one on each side. These are blue, and ODI grip donuts are like Dr. Scholl's for your handlebars. That's what I like to think of them as. Almost done here. SE Bikes number plate. It's got Box. Shout out to Box. Shout out to Crushed Gloves. Crushed BMX. Shout out to Odyssey. Bump Box. S1 helmets. I have the watermelon edition to go great with this bike. Shout out to Light Me Up San Diego. Shout out to Ride Out Supply. They've been so good to me, even when I was in the hospital recovering from my injury. They sent a care package. I still have some bracelet bands. And I think that's gonna do it for this video. If I miss anything, everything will be in the description below on YouTube. If you're watching this on Instagram, head over to my YouTube channel. It'll explain everything in excruciating detail in the description. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. These lights are from Amazon. I forgot what the brand is. They're very cheap. If I were you, go invest in some good lighting system. Olight is one of the best. I have that on my D blocks right there. But yeah, go invest in some better lighting. These are kind of like trash. They're not even bright. So that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you think about my bike in the comments below. Again, you don't have to replace every single part on this bike to make it cool or good or perform better. If you just replace the sprocket, the brake cable, the freewheel, and maybe the brake pads, you'll be good. And the freewheel, really not so much, but it's one of the main things people replace, is what I've learned. But that's gonna do it for this video. I learned so much about replacing parts on bikes and how to fix them, just by watching YouTube and just by, learning and trial and error and just doing it myself. And it's a long way coming. I know it took me like a few months to redo this bike completely since I posted about it in November, I believe. And I've been riding this bike for a couple weeks now, and so far no problems. I think I did a pretty good job on this bike. So let me know in the comments what you think. This is going to do it for this video. And this is the third bike check video. Hopefully it's the last one. So there you have it. Take care.